Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome back to Travelotalk. Once again, we're off around the world chatting to more interesting travellers. Today, we're heading to India. From its Himalayan peaks in the north to the Indian Ocean in the south. Over 1.2 billion people living here, it's the second largest population in the world. And an amazing history, reaching back 5 millennia. Travelobreak chats to Chandrima. Welcome, Chandrima. How are you?
I'm doing good, Tim.
I need to go back to school because when I was in geography, my teacher told me that time zones are only hour differences, but in India, it's from the UK, 5.5 hours difference.
Yes.
I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, you do.
Let's talk about your recent trip to the Maldives with your husband. I think most people would agree it's one of my dream destinations, and you've been there. What was it like?
It was awesome. It was even our dream destination, actually. And just given that the idea that you have about Maldives, it's super expensive and those water villas are gonna cost you a bomb. So we've been putting it off for some time, and we hadn't been really thinking about that destination much. But then it was actually our 5th anniversary, so we were planning to go somewhere, but we'd already exhausted our funds for the year because on 2 trips last year, so we didn't have much left with. So, but luckily I just came across this new resort which has come up there on one of the islands, Gan Island. And it seemed to be like everything we were looking for. It was really affordable too. So I was like, yes, we gotta do this right away.
Yeah, well, if it's affordable, you've got to do it, right?
Absolutely. And we loved it. That resort, Wave Sound, where we stayed at, I mean, the hospitality of the people there, it was so amazing. They were just like, kind of took so much personal care. Like whatever we needed and whatever how we were feeling and everything, and they arranged this dinner by the beach on our wedding anniversary, which was really nice. So
I love when you go to resorts like that where they really take care of you and they go the extra mile. Like having lunch on the beach or having dinner at sunset is for most people, including myself, a dream, and you've lived it.
Absolutely.
So what would you say your favourite beach is? Is your favourite beach Key West?
Key West is, yes, one of my favourites, definitely. But I have a special soft corner for Santorini in Greece. If you call something a dream destination, that would be it for me. Like, I haven't covered a lot of the world. I haven't seen, there's like a lot to cover. But today, if this was like my last day on Earth, I'd be happy to die because I've seen it all.
Chandrima, what we'd like to do with you now is our first brand new feature, which is a bit of a quiz. So I want to know how well you know about travelling.
Moderately well.
Okay, all right. So we've got some questions coming up, and it's just a little bit of fun. We just want to see who out of our travellers knows the most about their travel antics. All right, here we go with question. I've got cards and everything. Question number 1: what country is the most visited tourist destination? Would you think?
The most visited tourist destination. The US.
The US. No, it's actually France.
Oh, okay.
Question number 2. Name the world's highest waterfall.
It was highest waterfall. Would that be the Niagara Falls?
See, most people would say the Niagara Falls. It's not, though. It's the Angel Falls in Venezuela, which is 979.
Oh my God. It reminds me of my geography books.
Your teacher won't be happy with you. Question number 3. Where is the world's largest shopping mall? The world's largest.
Shopping mall.
You can get lost in it for days.
Is that in the UAE?
Bit more specific.
Dubai.
It is Dubai, Dubai Mall, which is absolutely humongous, and obviously it has the world's biggest aquarium too. It's about 12.1 million square feet, which is humongous. Question number 4, what is the name of the world's largest lake?
Largest lake, is it Lake Superior?
No, it's not Lake Superior, it's the Caspian Sea.
Oh, okay. I was kind of thinking
I'm learning as well, I didn't know half these answers. Question number 5, see if you can get this one. Where is the hottest place on Earth?
The Sahara.
The Sahara? No. It once was Death Valley, but it was recently overtaken by El Asini, which is in Libya. And it got up to 136 Fahrenheit, which is 58 degrees. Now that is hot, even by my standards.
Okay, I know where not to go.
I want to know about your most embarrassing travel moment, because I hear you've got one.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's the most embarrassing one, but that's what comes top of mind right now, I think. On my first visit to the US, and like coming from India, you're not familiar with the culture of tipping cab drivers. So yes, we do kind of tip at restaurants or cafes, but we don't do it when we're taking a cab. We just pay the fare and that's it, get on with it. So this happened on one of my trips to the US, where this cab driver was nice enough to kind of offer a ride to where I was going. And because he kind of knew that I was a tourist and I'm traveling alone and not really sure of the route and stuff. So there was another lady who also wanted to go in the same direction, and so he offered to give us both like a shared ride, which would have been like cheaper for both of us.
Yeah.
And when it came for me, when the time came for me to get off, so I think it was I was supposed to pay $9.15 to him, which was the fare. I gave him a $10 bill, and then I just kept waiting for him to give the change back to me. Whereas, it should have been the other way around. I should have just added maybe a couple of more bucks to kind of add a tip to that. But I just kept waiting like an idiot in the cab, and he was wondering why isn't she getting off, or why isn't probably she giving me like a tip. And then we both realized at the same moment. So he also understood that I was waiting for the change, and he gave me $1 back. So
the question is, did you actually give him a tip in the end?
Oh God, no. So he gave me $1 back from that $10. So actually, instead of charging me 9.15, he actually charged me 9. So he gave me like 15 cents of a discount back.
So that was good.
Terrible.
Tell us about your personal life. You're on LinkedIn, and I checked out your profile, which makes mine look pretty rubbish. You're a master in marketing, content writing. You're a blogger as well.
Where I'm coming from is I used to actually, I've worked with LinkedIn for about 3 years. So before that, yes, I did have a profile, but I didn't understand or realize the importance of actually putting information on it and keeping it updated. But through my experience with them, I realized how powerful it is of a network in terms of connecting professionally with people and learning from their experiences and stuff, just getting discovered. So maybe today, if I'm into traveling and if I'm blogging about it, maybe a brand wants to collaborate with me, and where do they search for me, or where do they reach out? They'll most likely they'll find out my LinkedIn profile and try to contact me there. So it works like that, you make connections which are mutually beneficial for everybody. So it's very important to keep that profile updated.
Here's our rapid fire questions. If you could buy any type of food, what food would it be?
Dessert.
Okay, what colour is your toothbrush?
It's white and blue.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
A puppy.
What is the one thing you wish you could put on your bucket list that you haven't done?
I'd really like to live like a nomad across Europe, like live like local and travel like from time to time, a few days here, a few days there.
Who is your favourite superhero and why?
It has to be Superman, and not just because he is the most powerful of them all, but I'm a little biased towards the actor who plays Superman, Henry Cavill.
Oh, right.
I find him really cute.
Is your favourite, is he?
Oh yeah.
We learned something new there. If a movie was your life, who would play your role?
Anne Hathaway?
Oh, very nice. Anne Hathaway. If you could be any flavour of ice cream, what flavour would you be?
Butterscotch.
And have you got a favourite cartoon character?
Oh yes, I love Jerry Mouse.
Jerry, yes, from Tom and Jerry. Brilliant. You did the rapid fire round very well.
Thank you.
We heard from your podcast that you're a bit of an introvert, but you sound very much like an extrovert to me. If you've got like one bit of advice for travellers that we could use on your Travelobreak profiles, what would it be?
Travel advice, I'd say, this is for a lot of people have this misconception that, travel is not for them. And this is for people who would like to do it, but are a little hesitant considering it's going to be expensive, or how much of an effort would it take to plan, or would you end up spending more if you go with a tour operator and such. So I think the first thing is that the way the world is moving today, travel isn't that expensive and it is not out of everybody's reach as well. So if you really want to go somewhere, I think the best thing to do is just go out there. I'm not saying book your plane tickets and just get on that plane, because it's a little scary for some people, but with the right kind of information that's available today, there are millions of blogs out there and tour agencies and stuff. So just do a little bit of research on the place that you want to go to. I'm sure you'll find something within your budget, and just make it happen. That's it.
Thank you so much for talking to us. We know about your celebrity crush. We know how to tip a taxi driver in a foreign country. And we know now that you are 5 hours and a half ahead of UK time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Bye-bye.